Alcohol in one form or another is the world's most commonly consumed drug. America's laws allow for alcohol to be enjoyed by responsible adults, but many aspects of alcohol purchasing and consumption are heavily regulated. Understanding the drinking laws in the state of Missouri and the consequences for violating the law helps everyone understand why it's not worth it. Beginning at the point of purchase, the sale of alcohol in the state is regulated and enforced.
Well, I'm Don Pickard, special agent with the Division of Alcohol and Tobacco. Your primary job, I think, is probably focused on anybody's mind, is to prevent underage drinking. Before, we could just try to take pot luck and catch a kid trying to buy alcohol, or at one time, if we caught him on a parking lot drinking, we couldn't write him a ticket.
The laws of Missouri are very specific about the purchasing of alcohol.
Anyone who is 21 years of age or older and who has a valid ID may purchase alcoholic beverage.
And there are many ways this is controlled by law enforcement.
Since then, we have initiated a Badges of Business program where we go into a business, act like a customer or a patron, and we wait for some underage kid to come in and attempt to purchase alcohol. And in Missouri, it's against the law just to attempt. To ask for it is illegal. Of course, if they got it in their possession, that's illegal.
Besides potentially thousands of dollars in legal fees, state law punishes those who break the law.
Minor purchasing alcohol carries a penalty of a minimum of $50 fine to a maximum of $1,000 fine, or up to 1 year in the Butler County Jail. Possession or use of a false identification card carries a penalty of up to 1 year in the Butler County Jail, has a maximum fine of up to $1,000, and it can be both such jail or fine or neither such jail or fine.
I know teenagers that drink all through the week. Their parents aren't even aware of it. They don't even realize it's a problem. And not only does it affect them on the weekends and stuff, but it's affecting their schoolwork. They're not sleeping. They're not eating right. They're not getting their education because all of their time is being focused on acquiring alcohol.
The law is quite clear on what establishments have the right to sell alcohol.
To sell alcohol here in the state of Missouri, you have to have a valid license from the state of Missouri to sell any alcoholic product.
Particular students who will remain nameless will tell me stories about how they went to this business here in town or that business here in town. We're working on ways to stop that as we get the information. Obviously, we have a relationship with Liquor Control, and we make contact with them and let them know about these businesses so that they can go out and bring teenagers in from out of town to do undercover buys so that we can get these businesses shut down. But unfortunately, apparently there's a wealth of stores that sell alcohols to minors, whether by ignorance because the student looks like that they're an older student, or the fact that the person that's selling the alcohol is near their age, 18, 19, 20 years old, and they know them and they sell it under the counter, so to speak.
When kids are going to parties, most of the parents don't know. I think sort of in the back of their mind they have an idea, but sometimes it's denial.
A teenager who has very little experience with alcohol, very little maturity, who's going to go out here and doesn't even have much experience behind the wheel of a car, and is going to go out here and drive in a drug state, and will most certainly have an accident, will hurt themselves, kill themselves in that accident, or kill someone else.
Other times we do compliance checks where we will use a minor, 18 or 19 years old, to enter a liquor establishment and attempt to purchase alcohol. When we go out, they're instructed to what to do. They cannot lie. If a person asks them how old they are, they have to tell them the truth. They go into the establishment, they take money that we provide to them and their own personal ID, and that's all they have on them. If a person has to see their ID, they have to show them the ID. They ask them how old they are, they have to tell them the truth. They cannot lie in order to obtain the alcohol. And then we issue the clerk a ticket, and then they, in turn, are given a date to go to court.
For establishments and clerks violating the alcohol selling laws in Missouri, punishment is tough.
Providing alcohol to a minor, either in a private or commercial venue, on the first offense carries a penalty of a fine up to $500, jail up to 6 months in the Butler County Jail. On the second offense, up to 1 year in the Butler County Jail, or a fine up to $1,000.
Revocation in the state of Missouri means you'll never have another liquor license in the state of Missouri again. And you or nobody else in your immediate family can have a license in that same spot or in close proximity to that spot.
Know the law, obey the law, or pay the price.